What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to look at the FAQ for EX-01. Now, I am well aware that this FAQ came out a little while ago. I am well aware that we are later getting to this than usual. The honest answer is, I've been so busy on this channel, I have been desperately trying to find a time to get to it. We finally have found the time to get to it, so we can complain or we can enjoy some lovely ruling. Shout out to the lovely GameAcademia.com for the translation. And I found out today it's actually the lovely Jason Snowjacks of the Facebook group who did the translation here, which is awesome. Jason is a lovely dude. So there is a new Agamon in the set, and the Agamon's got an inheritable skill that when you are attacking once per turn, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add a Tamer or a Digimon with Agamon in their name to your hand. Okay. If I find a Digimon with Agamon in its name and a Tamer card, can I get them both? No. It says or. Can I add a Tamer card or a Digimon card with Agamon in its name that is not red? Yes. And we've seen Agamons getting over in all the colours. And the reason here is extremely simple. It doesn't say a red Agamon, it says an Agamon. So you're cool. Now there is a new Beamon in the set. There's an inheritable skill. When you are attacking once per turn, when you are attacking the player, you draw a card. Well, if my opponent blocks the attack, I'm no longer attacking the player, I'm now attacking that blocking Digimon. Do I still get to draw a card? And we've seen rulings like this before, and that's why you should be watching all these FAQ videos. And yes, I'm aware I make the videos and I'm saying that, which is not unbiased, but you see the cadence with these rulings. They end up looking fairly similar as we go around. You initiate the attack against a player, then it's, oh, you're attacking a player, draw a card. Then your opponent chooses to block, but by that point, you have already announced an attack against a player, so it has already essentially activated the skill, drawn you a card. Bergemon's got an inheritable skill. When you are attacking, when this Digimon attacks a player, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 power or less. So, same deal. If it's blocked, do I still get the skill? Yes, because the skill activates essentially when the attack starts. Greymon is coming along with a rather nice inheritable skill. When you are attacking once per turn, you may play a 3 cost or less Taikamiya from your hand without paying its memory cost. Well, what about a card that contains Taikamiya? Something like that Double Trainer, where it's Taikamiya and somebody else. Can I go ahead and play that? And the answer is no. Because the card specifically refers to Taikamiya, it wants you to play a card called Taikamiya, and that means that if it is a double card, if it's Taikamiya and Matashita, unfortunately that won't work, ladies and gentlemen. It does have to actually be a Taikamiya card. Now, Tyrannomon's coming around, and we got a bunch of rulings with this one. When you Digivolve, if you don't have Tiger, you can play a Tiger for free. On your turn, it's also a green Digimon. And on your turn, while it's got Tyrannomon in its name, it gains 2,000 power. Okay, well, if this is revealed from my deck using, for instance, the Tentamon from the starter deck, do I get to add it to my hand? Tentamon, remember, says that you look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a green Digimon, you add it to your hand. No. Because it's only a green Digimon when it's in play, but unfortunately, it's not in play, so this does not count. It's why the talk of actual dual color Digimon coming in an upcoming set is a pretty big deal. Can I evolve this Digimon in my battle area into a Digimon that has an evolution requirement of green level 4? Yes, you can. As long as it's during your turn, because you are a green Digimon. Can I evolve this Digimon in my raising area into a Digimon that has an evolution requirement of green level 4? No. And we've seen this a billion times before. When you're in the raising area, you do not have skills and are not affected by skills. Doesn't work. You're not a green Digimon unless you're in the battle area. Now there is a new Garudamon coming in the set. One inheritable skill when you are attacking the player. You gain a memory, so same deal, if you get blocked, that skill will still activate. Now Metal Greymon, when you are attacking the player, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 power or less. And on your turn, while you have Machine or Dragonkin in your type, you get Piercing. Okay. So my Digimon has Piercing from this card's evolution source effect, and also has Security Attack +1 from somewhere else. This Digimon then attacks my opponent's Digimon and performs a security check with Piercing. The first security check activates D-Digivolve 1, which discards one card from this Digimon stack from the top. At which point this Digimon no longer has Machine or Dragon Man in its type, and it loses Piercing. Does that mean I lose the second check? No. Piercing has already activated, you have essentially already guaranteed those two checks, so you will still keep checking them, even though you no longer have Piercing. And then the same deal, if you're attacking an opponent and they blocked, you still get to delete a 4,000 power or less Digimon. Yes, you do, because it comes in when you announce the attack. Now, War Greymon is obviously coming around here as well. When you Digivolve, you've got Blitz. And when attacking, when this Digimon attacks a player, if you have a Tamer in play, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with Blocker. If they block, do you still get the skill? Yes, we've said that. Can this card's effect destroy my opponent's Digimon that gained Blocker from an option card? I.e. if they don't naturally have Blocker but they gained it from an option card? Yes. Yes, it totally can. And there is a new Ho-Omon coming in here as well. Another lovely level 6. Security attack +1. And when you attack a player, you draw 2. What if they block it? Yes, you still get to draw 2. There we go. Moving over into blue, we've got ourselves a Gabumon here. And when you are attacking, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, adding a Tamer or a Digimon with Gabumon in its name to your hand. Same rulings as before. Can I grab both a Digimon with Gabumon in its name and a Tamer? No, it says or. Can I grab a Tamer or Digimon that isn't blue? Yes, you can, because Gabumon does not specify blue. Vmon comes in with an inheritable skill. Once during your turn, when this Digimon unsuspends in the main phase, you gain a memory. Well, during my turn's main phase, I activate an effect that makes a Digimon active, and I choose a Digimon that's already active, i.e. I try and unsuspend an unsuspended Digimon. Can I do that to gain a memory? No, because you're not actually unsuspending them, because they're already unsuspended. That's just silly. Now, Paildramon is coming back here, and what we've got with Paildramon is a Digivolution skill. If this Digimon has a Digimon card with 3 in its attributes in its Digivolution cards, unsuspend it. And on your turn, if this Digimon has Imperial Dramon in its name, this Digimon is unblockable. So what does can't be blocked mean exactly? Well, it means when you attack, your opponent is unable to change the target of that attack to one of their Digimon with Blocker. Can my Digimon with Imperial Dramon in its name that has this card in its evolution sources attack my opponent's Digimon that are at rest? Yes. Yes, you can. When my opponent's Digimon with Imperial Dramon in its name that has this card in its evolution sources attacks, even though I can't actually block the attack, can I still declare a block to put one of my Digimon to rest? Yeah. If you want to rest your Digimon for whatever reason to activate a skill or whatever, that is absolutely an option. Metal Garurumon comes back here. When you Digivolve, you gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your hand. And when you are attacking, if you've got 8 or more cards in your hand and a Tamer in play, you return one of your opponent's Digimon with an on-deletion effect to the bottom of its owner's deck. Well, when this card's when evolving effect activates and I've got 5 cards in hand, how much memory do I get? 1. It is not 1 memory for each 4 rounding up. It is 1 memory for each 4. So if you want to gain 1 memory, you've got to have 4 to 7 cards. To memory, you've got to have 8 to 11 cards, and so on and so forth. And then for the attacking effect, can I target my opponent's Digimon with a when destroyed effect that is gained from an option cards effect or gained from an evolution source effect, i.e. it doesn't naturally have an on-deletion skill, however it's gained an on-deletion skill from somewhere else? Yeah, go nuts. Go for it. That's all good. You're absolutely fine. Go nuts, mate. That will totally work. Imperial Dramon Dragon mode is back. When you Digivolve, if this Digimon has a Digimon card with 3 in its attribute in its Digivolution cards, you unsuspend this, and then suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then on your turn, for each card of a different colour in this Digimon's Digivolution costs, you gain 1,000 power. Well, if I've got 4 blue cards, do I get an extra 4,000 power? No! You have one colour. It's blue. You gain 1,000 power. It's clearly each different colour. Leomon is coming back in this set, and I know a bunch of people like Leomon. I should mention we've moved over into yellow here. And it's a security Digimon. At the end of the battle, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you recover 1 card from your deck. Well, if I have 4 security when my opponent attacks, I go down to 3. The security card that puts me down to 3 happens to be Leomon. Do I then get to recover straight back up to 4? Absolutely. Because Leomon is revealed, and then when Leomon's revealed, we go, oh, how many security cards are there? Well, there are 3. So you're good. Angemon is back in this set. We're going to see a bunch of Angemon. It's pretty popular. 1 inheritable skill when you are attacking once per turn. If you have 3 or more security cards, this Digimon gains 1,000 power until the end of the next opponent's turn. Lovely. Well, if I've got 3 or more security, I gain 1,000 power. But then the security is reduced to 2 or less on the same turn. Does that go away? No. This is one of those skills, it activates when attacking. When you are attacking, if you've got 3 or more security guards, you gain 1,000 power for the turn. And it doesn't matter what happens to your security after that, the 1,000 is locked in. It's not a static skill that says, while you have 3 or more security, you have an extra 1,000 power, which would then be lost if you lost a security. It is a, when you're attacking, look to see if it's there. Now, Holy Angemon, or Magna Angemon, is coming around in this set as well. When you are attacking, if you have 3 or more security cards, you gain 4,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. And on your turn, once per turn, when a card is added to your security, you gain a memory. Okay. Now, we got the same ruling we saw before, which is to say, if you've got 3 security when you are attacking, but then it's reduced to 2 afterwards, do you lose that extra power bump? And the answer is no, because you calculate it at the time that you are attacking, and then you're good. But what if you have got this card, and you've something evolved from it, and then your TK Takaishi from BT1 activates? That's the one where you look at your security, reveal a card, and add it to your hand, and then recovery +1. Well, do you get to gain a memory? Because you take a card, but then you immediately replace it. And we've seen this ruling before. The answer is yes, you gain a memory. It doesn't matter that you just took a card from your security stack. The only thing that matters is, at some point, TK Takaishi added a card to your security. And sure, it was just replacing a card that was taken, but that doesn't matter. A card was added to your security. Now, Angel Woman is in this particular set. When you are attacking, if you got 3 or more security, one of your opponent's Digimon and all of their security Digimon lose 3,000 power for the turn. And on your turn, once per turn, when a card is added to your security, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 2,000 for the turn. Okay. Well, same thing we've seen before. If I've got 3 security, but then it's reduced to 2 after I attack, do I lose that skill? No. The skill activates at the moment you attack and cannot then be taken away. And after this card's when attacking effect activates and the attack ends, do my opponent's security Digimon still get minus 3000 power while my other Digimon are attacking? And the answer is yes, because it says one of your opponent's Digimon and all their security get minus 3000 for the turn. It's not just for Angel Woman's attack, it's for all of them. And then finally for this video, we'll pick it up with part 2 tomorrow, Magnadramon. When you are Digivolving, you may trash the top card of your security stack to unsuspend it. And when you are attacking, if you've got 3 or fewer security, you trigger Recovery +1 deck. Well, what if I'm not suspended? What if I'm unsuspended? Can I still trash the top card of my security? Because remember, yellow have a whole bunch of skills that rely on having a certain number of security. Yes, you can. You won't unsuspend, you're already unsuspended, but if you really just want to get rid of a security card, good news, ladies and gentlemen, good news. And there we go, there's a whole bunch of rulings from EX-01. We will be back with the other half of this tomorrow to go through the rest of the rulings. For now, I want to know what you think about all of these. I want to know which of these are interesting, which are exciting, and if any of them don't make sense. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross and you've been watching Wossy Plays.